Welcome back. It's great to have you with us for another edition of Learning with ISRAR on ISRAR'S channel. In today's edition, we will explore logistics spend analysis, a key aspect of logistics management, which itself is a critical component of supply chain management. In it, we will cover its definition, key components, step-by-step processes, KPIs, tools, and the benefits it offers. So now let's define logistics spend analysis. It is the process of reviewing and analyzing an organization's spending on logistics activities to identify inefficiencies, reduce cost, and improve overall supply chain performance. It involves examining data related to transportation, warehousing, inventory, and other related costs. After defining the logistics spend analysis, now let's discuss key components of logistics spend analysis. The first one is the transportation cost, the next one is the warehousing cost, inventory management cost, custom and duties, and finally technology and system costs. Now let's discuss them one by one. The primary component of logistics spend analysis is transportation costs, which consist of following elements: inbound and outbound freight, carriers charges like road, air, sea, and rail, then fuel surcharges, if any, and finally third party logistics 3PL fees. The next major component of logistics spend analysis is warehousing cost, which include the following elements: rent or lease of warehouse space, labor costs including handling, storage, and packaging costs, then equipment and material handling equipment MHE expenses. Another major cost of logistic is inventory management costs. Inventory management involves various types of cost commonly categorized into following main elements. The first one is the ordering cost, cost of placing and receiving orders, then holding cost, it is the cost of storage, depreciation, insurance, capital cost, obsolescence, and shrinkage. Then the stock out cost is the losses due to unavailability of stock at the time of order. Administrative costs, software, labor and other systems. And the finally is the setup and handling costs, special configuration or handling requirements. Finally, the customs and duties, that's including import duties, that's tariffs, taxes imposed by the government while importing the goods. Then custom brokerage charges, fees paid to custom brokers for filing and clearing goods through customs. Then compliance related cost, fines due to misqualification, undervaluation or incorrect documentation. Then for inspection and quarantines fees, costs associated with the physical inspection, testing, or quarantines of goods. Then demurrage and detention charges, penalties for the days in the custom clearance, causing container to remain at port beyond the free time allowed. The next cost which we analyze in logistics management is technology and systems costs, including warehouse management system. These are softwares and hardwares like scanners, terminals, servers, and then subscription and maintenance. Then transport management systems, it includes licensing or software purchases, customization, infrastructures, annual maintenance, cloud subscription, SaaS, and other updates. Then ERP integration, initial setup and integration with the logistics modules, licensing, training, and IT support. And then inventory management system like barcodes, RFID systems, handling handheld scanners, softwares, tag replenishments, system calibration, and technical support. IoT and telematics is sensors, GPS trackers, IoT gateways, connectivity fees, and other monitoring services. Then automation and robotics, automated guided vehicles, AGVS, conveyors, sortation systems, and maintenance contracts, software updates, and then training. And then data analytics and business intelligence tools, software tools, Power BI, Tableau's, data warehouse setup, and subscription models, and data analysis staffing. Then finally is cybersecurity and compliance systems, firewalls, encryption tools, access control systems, and ongoing audits, regulatory compliances like ISO 2000, 28000. Having covered the components of logistics spend analysis, let's now explore the key steps involved in conducting it. The first step is the data collection, then categorization of data, then data cleansing and validation, then spend benchmarking, analysis and insights, and finally optimization opportunities. So now let's discuss them one by one. The first step is data collection. Gather data from invoices, ERP, TMS, WMS, and carriers' bills. Ensure granularity by itemizing by region, supplier, and product. The next step is categorization of the data. Classify expenses into direct and indirect cost. Segment spend by mode, route, vendor, and service type. After gathering the data and categorizing them, the next step is the data cleansing and validation, in which we remove duplicates, correct in also correcting the inaccuracies, and standardize unit and currencies. The next step is the spend benchmarking, in which we compare with historical data and industries benchmarks. Then come the major steps in which we analyze and insights. So, in which we identify high cost lanes or vendors, detect anomalies and overcharges, and evaluate cost per unit, per kilometer, and per pallet. Finally, we look into the optimization of the opportunities by consolidation of shipments, model shift like road to rail, and other route optimizations. Now let's talk about the KPIs in logistics spend analysis, which is very important to calculate to come to the final decision about logistics spend analysis. So let's start from the first one is the freight cost per unit. Freight cost as the percentage of sales, cost per shipment, per kg, per mile, on time delivery rate, carrier performance score, warehouse cost per order or per pallet, and space utilization, order picking accuracy. Inventory carrying cost, inventory turnover ratio, then the days of inventory DOI, custom clearance time, import export cost per shipment, total logistics cost per sales order, and spend by mode, region, and vendor. And finally, the last one is the freight audit and recovery savings. Now let's touch base about the tools which we use in analytics of the logistics. Those are Microsoft Power BI, Tableau for dashboards, Excel or Google Sheets for basic analysis, ERP system like SAP or Oracle, then transport management system and warehouse management systems, then spend analytics platforms are Coupa, Ariba, and Jaga. Here are some of the main benefits of doing the logistics analysis. So, cost savings through better negotiation, improved budgeting and forecasting, visibility into spend leakages, enhanced suppliers' performance, and then finally, support for strategic sourcing. After going through this presentation, we can say that logistics spend analysis identify key cost drivers and revealed opportunities to reduce logistics expenses through better planning, contract renegotiation, and use of technology. It also helps in recommendations including route optimization, improved forecasting, and strategic partnerships, and a continuous monitoring is essential for sustained cost control and efficiency.